This is my book review of Irresistible by Melanie Harlow in 5 minutes or less. I'm author Nancy Basile and I write cozy mysteries. You can download the first one for free using the link in the description below. I have a friend with me today. I read Irresistible using my Kindle Unlimited subscription. You can get your own also using the link in the description below. I'm a full-time single dad to 3 daughters and CFO at Cloverleaf Farms. I don't have time to fall in love. I'm too busy trying to run a business, keep the red socks out of the white laundry, and get the damn pillowcases on without owing $1 to the swear jar. Oh. Now that I got rid of my visitor. Sure, Franny Sawyer is beautiful and sweet, but she's 27, the boss's daughter, and my new part-time nanny, which means she's completely off limits. It's bad enough I can't stop fantasizing about her. What kind of jerk would I be if I acted on the impulse to kiss her? Exactly the kind of jerk you're thinking. Actually, I'm worse than that because I didn't stop with a kiss, and now I can't stay away. She makes me feel like myself again. She reminds me what it's like to want something just for me. She's everything I ever needed, but nothing I ever imagined. I'm a former Marine. I should have had the strength to resist her from the start, but I didn't, and now I have to choose between the life I want and the life she deserves, even if it means giving her up. The tropes included in Irresistible include friends to lovers, workplace romance, single dad, age gap, which is 10 years in this book, and forbidden love. Is it 10 years? Maybe it's not 10 years. How do you feel about the single dad trope? I find it can be very intoxicating when it's done the right way, but when it's not, it just stresses me out. And this was a case where it just stressed me out. Tell me in the comments what you think. Irresistible is incredibly popular, as is the whole Cloverleaf series. It was not one of my favorite romance books. Oh, I give the story for Irresistible share-worthy. It just didn't compel me to keep reading. I was more annoyed with the characters in the story than anything else. Banter for Irresistible, I put at sitcom level. It was, I hate to say this, but it was kind of surfacey. I never really felt like the dialogue was real or in depth. And the female character especially had a very cliche sounding voice. Side characters don't play a huge role in Irresistible, so I would give them neighborhood acquaintances. In fact, there's literally a neighborhood acquaintance. It is one of the characters. Setting, I would also just put at weekend getaway. They're mainly in his house for most of it. Some of it is at the farm in her little apartment above the carriage house or the garage. But there's no like sweeping setting in Irresistible. Spice level for Irresistible, I put it sex ed. There's not a ton, but when it is there, it is steamy. It's certainly not closed door. Like I said, I read this because everyone was loving it on Instagram. All these bookstagrammers raved about it, but I just couldn't get into it. I found the single dad a little bit too much of a martyr, just falling on his sword all the time. And the girl, I didn't really feel like she was a very well fleshed out character. They didn't hit a lot of obstacles along the way. Her parents didn't care. The only obstacle was really his mentality, and that just wasn't enough for me. And they kind of beat a dead horse with that. It was just over and over and over, and I can only read so much of that. If you found this book review helpful, give me a like and then subscribe to this channel so you can get more book reviews like this one.